Dear learners, welcome to the world of GK for learning general knowledge. In this video, I would like to continue the topic Physiography of India. In that, let's see the second and third divisions, that is the Northern Plains and the Peninsular Plateau. You can ask your doubts and comment your suggestions to improve the video. Your support is my inspiration, so expect your support. Let's start. First, let's see the physiographic divisions. Here you can see the Himalayan mountains, that is colored in brown color, and here we can see the mountain ranges that I have discussed already in the last class. Here, just below the Himalayan mountains, you can see the northern plains, and to the west of that northern plains, you can see Indian desert, that is colored in yellow, and below that there is a vast area, that's a triangular shaped area, that is Peninsular Plateau, and southern part of Peninsular Plateau is here is the southern part. Southern part of Peninsular Plateau is known as Deccan Plateau, and here we have coastal plains. Coastal plains extended from Gujarat up to West Bengal. The northern plains. They are formed by the alluvial deposits brought by the rivers Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra and their tributaries. From west to east, they extend up to 3,200 kilometers approximately. Its width is 150 to 300 kilometers. So, the northern plains are formed by the alluvial deposits of river Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra and their tributaries. We know these rivers are larger rivers and they have many tributaries. So that area is that alluvial deposit is a vast area, and that is northern plains. And the west to east distance is 3,200 kilometers. And its width is 150 to 300 kilometers. Width means north to south distance. It is the largest alluvial plain in the world and the largest agricultural division in India. You know, alluvial soil is the most fertile soil and it is best suited for agriculture. So, here alluvial deposits are there. So, this is the largest alluvial plain in the world and largest agricultural division in India. It is known as backbone of Indian culture, food bowl of India, birthplace of many cultures and cradle of Indian civilization. Northern plains is otherwise known as backbone of Indian culture, food bowl of India, birthplace of many cultures and cradle of Indian civilization. Was that is a very fertile area and people started doing agriculture there, and they started to cultivate wheat, rice, jute, sugarcane, etc. there, and that area is known as food bowl of India, and other names like birthplace of many cultures and cradle of Indian civilization. The plain that lies to the west of Aravalli, Rajasthan plain. To the west of Rajavali, we can see the Rajasthan plain, and the plain region which is seen in Rajasthan, Marustali Bagar. In Rajasthan, we can see the Marustali Bagar plain, and the desert plain that lies to the northwest of Aravalli Hills, Great Indian Desert. Great Indian Desert lies to the northwest of Aravalli Hills. The only river that flows through Rajasthan plain is Luni. The aggradational plain formed due to the deposition of the Satluj, Beas and Ravi river. The Punjab-Haryana plain. So Punjab-Haryana plain is formed by the aggradational deposition of Satluj, Beas and Ravi rivers. The mouth of the rivers, the Ganga and Brahmaputra, also form some of the largest deltas of the world. At the mouth of Ganga and Brahmaputra, there are largest deltas of the world. For example, Sundarban Delta is formed by the depositional action of these two rivers. Okay, it is formed by the depositional action of these two rivers, and northern plain area is prone to get floods and shifting river courses. This area is always prone to get floods. A flat alluvial tract between two rivers is known as doab. The major doabs of Punjab-Haryana plains are Bari Doab between Beas and Ravi, Bisht Doab between Beas and Satluj, Rajna Doab between Chenab and Ravi, Chach or Judge Doab between Jhelum and Chenab river, Sindh Sagar Doab between Indus and Jhelum river. So from the name itself we can identify that doab is between which two rivers. Because Bari, here we will get that Beas and Ravi, the two names we can get from this name, and Bisht, Beas and Satluj, Rachna, Ravi and Chenab, Chach, Chenab and Jhelum. Then it is known as either Judge Doab or Judge Doab. Judge means here Jhelum and Chenab. Both are correct. Judge and Judge. Sindh Sagar Doab between Indus and the Jhelum river. Because in Hindi, Indus river is known as Sindhu. So that doab is named as Sindh Sagar Doab. And you have to remember the only thing is it is between Indus and Jhelum river. All the other names we will get from the name itself. The plain region drained by the Brahmaputra and its tributaries, Brahmaputra plain. It is also known as Assam Valley. The plain region drained by Brahmaputra and its tributaries is known as Brahmaputra plain. Its other name is Assam Valley. Northern plains support a variety of crops like wheat, rice, sugarcane and jute. I have already told that northern plains is full of alluvial soil and it's a very fertile soil. And there are crops like wheat, rice, sugarcane and jute cultivated there. Third one is the Peninsular Plateau. It is a tableland composed of old crystalline, igneous and metamorphic rocks. These are types of rocks. Tableland means it's a flat land. It's a flat land composed of old crystalline, igneous and metamorphic rocks. It is surrounded by Delhi Ridge at north, Taj Mahal Hills east, and Gir Range west, and Cardamom Hills at south region. So Delhi Ridge is at the topmost, and at the bottom we can see Cardamom Hills, and at the east side Taj Mahal Hills, and at the west Gir Range. Peninsular Plateau is the oldest and largest physiographic division of India. So Peninsular Plateau is the oldest physiographic division. Not only the oldest but also the largest physiographic division. when I show you the map, that time I have told that Peninsular Plateau is the vast area. That's the largest physiographic division. The major plateaus of Peninsular Plateau, the Malwa Plateau, the Chota Nagpur Plateau, and the Deccan Plateau. The important mountain ranges of Peninsular Plateau: Aravalli, Western Ghat, and Eastern Ghat. The highest peak of Peninsular Plateau, Anemudi, and its height is about 2,695 meters. So, the important mountain ranges of Peninsular Plateau: Aravalli, Western Ghat, and Eastern Ghat. The highest peak of Peninsular Plateau is Anemudi, that is about 2,695 meter height. On the basis of the prominent relief features, the Peninsular Plateau can be divided into three broad groups. They are the Central Highlands, the Northeastern Plateau, and the Deccan Plateau. The Central Highlands are bounded to the west by Aravalli Range. The northernmost boundary of Deccan Plateau is Satpura Range. So, the west of the Central Highland are Aravalli Range, and the northernmost boundary of Deccan Plateau is Satpura Range. The general elevation of Central Highlands 700 to 1000 meters. Eastward extension of Central Highland is formed by Rajmahal Hills and Chota Nagpur Plateau. So, at the eastern side, we can see Chota Nagpur Plateau and Rajmahal Hills, and the western side, Aravalli Range. Aravalli is old fold mountain range, lies to the northwest of India. Our Himalaya is also a fold mountain range, but that's a new mountain range. But Aravalli is very old mountain range that lies to the northwest of India. The famous hill station Mount Abu, Jain Pilgrim Center, Dilwara Temple, Ajmer Town, Raisina Hills, and Haldigarh Pass, etc., located in Aravalli Range. All these things like Mount Abu and Dilwara Temple. Dilwara Temple is a famous Jain Pilgrim Center. Mount Abu is a hill station, and Ajmer Town, and Raisina Hills is a part of Delhi, and Haldigarh Pass, everything located in Aravalli Range. Highest peak in Aravalli Range, Mount Guru Shikhar. This is an important question. What is the name of highest peak in Aravalli Range? That is Mount Guru Shikhar. The Chota Nagpur region is known as Mineral House of India. The plateau that lies to the north of the Vindhyas, Chota Nagpur Plateau, and it is a continental plateau. Chota Nagpur region is known as Mineral House of India because that area is rich in minerals, and that plateau lies to the north of Vindhya, and it is a continental plateau. Largest part of Chota Nagpur Plateau, Ranchi Plateau. So, the largest part of Chota Nagpur Plateau is Ranchi Plateau. The river which flows through Chota Nagpur Plateau, Damodar. Damodar river is flowed through Chota Nagpur Plateau. The plateau that lies between Aravalli and Vindhya Range, Malwa Plateau. So, the Malwa Plateau lies between Aravalli and Vindhya Range. The major rivers that flows through Malwa Plateau, Chambal and Betwa. So, through Malwa Plateau, Chambal and Betwa river flows. These rivers are tributaries of Yamuna. And here we have seen the river Damodar. It's a tributary of river Ganga that flows through Chota Nagpur Plateau. Malwa Plateau extends from Madhya Pradesh to Rajasthan. Deccan Plateau is the largest plateau in India and the largest lava plateau in the world. So in India, the largest plateau is Deccan Plateau and it is the largest lava plateau in the world. It is triangular in shape. The thick horizontal lava sheets in the northwestern part of the Deccan Plateau is known as Deccan Trap. So there are thick horizontal sheets, lava sheets in the northwestern part of Deccan Plateau that is known as Deccan Trap. Deccan Plateau is situated between Eastern Ghat and Western Ghat. In the picture I have already shown you that here is the Deccan Plateau and this side is Western Ghat and here is Eastern Ghat. So Deccan Plateau is situated between Eastern Ghat and Western Ghat. The Deccan Plateau in the north by Satpura, Michael Range and Mahadev Hills. So the north side we can see Satpura, Michael Range and Mahadev Hills. So and at eastern side Eastern Ghat and western side Western Ghat, and at north part we can see Satpura Range, Michael Range and Mahadev Hills. That's all about the Deccan Plateau. Now we have seen Northern Plains and Peninsular Plateau. In the next video, let's see about the deserts and coastal plains. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.